at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning.
Morning. How we doing?
Morning glory and hallelujah.
Indeed. How's everybody in the chat doing? Got the crew in the house.
They
Deb, Joy, Latte, Brigitte, Patty.
morning and evening and afternoon. I believe is Patty, are you in Europe somewhere? I feel like you are. Deb, are you in Canada? Brigitte, you are in Paraguay. Joy, you're in Canada. Robbie is up early. Thank you for joining us. This is our Thronly only event, which means, Johnny, do you want to fill them in? What's happening?
I don't know.
What are we doing here? Once a month, all of our Thronly members, whether you're a silver, gold, or diamond Thronly member, have exclusive access to this live event. They are in the chat right there. And we replay this days later. And you know what another advantage of watching live is? In this scenario and setting put together. I'm still waking up.
That's a good word, yes.
In this setting, we don't have to put transparencies on. We might have to block and blur them later, but we don't need them on in the meantime.
I guess we always have that option, don't we?
What happened in your reaction short? It was when you were cut off. It was like destroyed. It was like connection destroyed.
Connection destroyed. Yes,
it can happen.
Yes,
on this channel.
Okay, we get it. We get it.
So our diamond members gave us lots of choices to pick from, and all of you voted. Our artists and songs today include Voctave, which we have not listened to yet. That is a singing group, I believe, a cappella. And this particular song features Kirsten from
Now that's
Pentatonix.
a good combination. That's a good combination of words there. Voctave, yes.
Listen.
Snetting is fine.
So is Throga. Throat yoga.
Throga,
all right.
Actually, yeah.
I have a few gems. Forestella, very excited about that. Angelina, Jordan, TNT Boys, and Hua Chenyu. I mean, if this isn't a show to watch, I don't know what is.
It truly is.
So, I'm thinking
so
we dive
sorry.
in.
Hold on.
We have lots to get to.
Let's dive in.
Wait, why didn't that button work? There it is.
But before we dive, please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell if you would be so kind.
Please be sure to click on the link below in the description where you can buy us a coffee, help support this page, and become a Thronly member to be a part of these exclusive events. What else do I have to say about that? Also, I know. Also, we have Sunday Shorts. I was distracted because I just realized my studio's trashed. We have a brand new sponsor. I don't want to say who it is yet, so I was about to say their name. It's too early to say, but products have arrived, and it includes my daughter Aurora, which is super exciting. And as she's doing the unboxing, which is way better than what we normally do, she's literally just throwing stuff everywhere. It's like, oh my god. So the studio's trash right now. I can't wait to. Yeah, Johnny hasn't even seen it yet. It's amazing. So very excited to share that when the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of filming and prop work to do for us. So it'll be a few weeks. All right. So first up is Disney Love Medley. There's Kirsten. Nice. And also featuring Jeremy Michael Lewis. Name's vaguely familiar. Is he from? I know he's not Pentatonix. Is he from another group that we should know? Sure. I don't know.
Not
Let's find
sure.
out. Hey! Hold on.
Hey.
You didn't get it from Hey? Look at the
No.
studio.
Oh, is that Stark Lake?
Yeah, we did a Throga retreat here.
Oh, nice.
Instantly recognized. It's a very
Stark Lake
unique
in Florida.
place. Yeah, it's amazing. It's just north of Orlando. We did a whole event here several years ago. Both my daughters are recorded here. Oh, that's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
I'm easily
Awesome.
distracted this morning. All right, hit play.
All those days watching from the windows, all those years outside
Nice.
looking in, all that time never even knowing just how blind I've been. Now she's here, shining. Now she's suddenly she's standing here. It's all so clear. I'm where I'm meant to be.
Love the
It
dynamics.
sounds like there's 50 people singing. I mean,
Yeah, it really does.
their frequencies are spread out perfectly. Someone's saying EJ is here, who occasionally sings with voice play. So I guess there was in the group there. I missed it.
Okay.
That's there as well. Right away, everything's super clean. And by the way, they can't really auto-tune anything here because it's all the live shared space. So if you were to take Kristen's voice, for example, and if they were to nudge the pitch, the other singers in the room would go with it. So if you try to fix one singer, not the others, you'd get like all this weird, like, dissonant
Yeah, it's called vocal
insanity.
bleed. Yeah, yep.
So immediately there's just this wow factor with the accuracy, the cleanliness of the tones and everything is just exquisite.
Man, love the dynamics. Love her voice. She kind of has like almost like a built-in smile to her tone. It's just this really sweet, inviting.
Yes.
Yeah, Kirsty was made to be a Disney princess for sure. Yep.
I can definitely see that.
And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light, and it's like the sky is blue, and it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything is different now that I see you.
They sound really good together too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love that. Oh, beautiful.
Come stop your
I've seen that lady before too, for
crying,
sure.
Yeah, and Jeremy looks really familiar to me too. I'm still not placing him. If you said it in the chat, I'm sorry I missed it. I might go back over that if I didn't, or we'll see it in comments when this is released publicly
Yeah,
too.
In the acapella world, do they mix and match often? Is that a thing that they do?
I mean, the capacity makes
Yeah.
sense, right? Because it's like
Right.
you pull this instrument from this instrument from this group, and you instantly have something special, unique in that aspect. I mean, in just the opera, the high soprano, mezzo soprano there, just the, just
Just soars. It just soars.
oh my goodness.
Just take my hand, hold it tight.
I love this song.
I know.
will protect you from all around you.
Oh, Collins, your favorite.
I will be here, don't you cry.
For one so small, you seem so strong. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This bond between us can't be broken. I will be here, don't you cry.
Cry when destiny calls you. You must be strong.
You gotta be
It
strong.
may not be with you, but you gotta hold on.
Seems I
Wow.
show them together.
You'll be in my heart.
You'll be
You'll be here in my
Yeah, love that.
I wonder if this group is relatively local to Orlando or Florida area. The Voctave is the core group there. It might make sense as to why they filmed in Stark Lake.
Possibly.
I was reminded to click the West Tone Audio and plug our in-ears, not by the chat this time. Usually you guys cue me because it's needed, but just the sound. I was just so appreciative of like this, like, oh, this sounds amazing. It's like, ooh, West
It
Tone
really
Audio.
does. Yeah.
It's
It
mixed.
sounds like an Atmos mix. It's just
Yes,
yeah,
it
all
does.
encompassing, yeah.
Even in one ear, I could tell that it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
just incredibly done. And just for them to, I mean, they have, obviously they can mix it in post and turn things up and EQ the individual sounds. But again, there's so much natural bleed in this big open space. You're limited. They really have to respond to each other as they're doing this to adapt some of the volumes and some of just the timing and the feeling of tone, switching from backup to lead and all of those other aspects.
yeah, limited in that sense, but also kind of what we've talked about before as far as just some of the old school recordings. Those limitations, there's a magic to it too. The fact that everything isn't separated and there is that natural bleed
Yes.
into the mics, it creates something more unique than if, I mean, it'd be almost impossible to do this like assembly line where each singer is just recording their part one at a time like that. You know, just because of the dynamics. I mean,
It's going to feel
so together.
mechanical. Yeah.
Yeah, the feeling would be all off, but even the sound, there's something magical about getting a group singing together all at the same time live that you can't get any other way. I mean, they can mix it afterwards, obviously, you know, in that post production, they're gonna turn up the lead singers for sure, and they'll adjust things here and there in EQ or whatever, but overall, just getting that magic, that magic.
The more limited the recording process is, the better the performers have to be. That's why we always talk about the 20s, 30s, and 40s. You going back to that time, it's just you have a take, we have a singer in front of, you know, an orchestra or whatever the situation is.
Right.
The magic has to happen. You have to be that good. All the musicians to capture something special. So
yeah, there's something all about something clicks in, and you're just like, okay, this is it.
yeah,
and it all, something turns on.
let's keep going here.
I'll be with you.
The guy on the left right there, I've seen a bunch too.
I can go the distance. I don't care how far. And the world.
I didn't.
What happened?
I don't know. It just jumped back. I don't know. Hold on.
What Christopher Guest movie is that, by the way, where the guy said, what happened? Is it Best of Show or Best in Show? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where we were. It just like flew back. Hold on.
From all around you.
Did we hear that yet?
We'll be here,
Yes, we heard that.
don't you cry.
Yes.
Keep you safe and warm. You
Oh,
gotta be strong.
may not be with
Go from here.
but you gotta hold on.
There's a whole other song after this.
Seems
this too. Yeah.
All right, well, let's go from here.
Okay. So
I don't know what happened.
yeah.
Okay.
You trained YouTube to be like,
It knows what I want to hear again.
exactly.
I can go the distance. I don't care how far. Somehow I'll be strong. I know asking will be worth my while.
I would go most anywhere to find where I
Right.
Like a shooting star, I will go the distance. I will search for.
The soprano lady is
I
great.
don't care how far. I can go the distance
Nice.
till I find my hero's welcome.
And I know that he will be in my
Oh,
All right, that we're gonna hear again.
yeah, definitely. Oh,
That was
that's
a beautiful
crunchy-
crunch.
crunchy deliciousness.
Yes.
My
All right,
goodness.
let me play it again.
I can go the distance till I find my hero's welcome.
And I know that he will be in my
Oh my!
There's a
level-
TNT in there.
The level of accuracy you have to trust yourself to hit those notes without being distracted by the notes around you. I mean, how close are they on the piano? I mean, it's like
I mean, this is however many minutes in,
There's-
and they're still on pitch from where they started because
right.
it's all relative to where they started, which I'm sure they had a reference note, and to not deviate from that at all. I mean, they're right on.
It's insane. But
Yeah.
I mean, when you're half steps away from each other, whether it's literally half step or an octave and a half step, right, would be an augmented ninth.
Say that one more time.
If you have two notes next to each other, C and C
Yeah.
sharp, if you go
So
up
it's a
the octave
minor
and up a half step, is that an aug 9?
What the
It's not an add 9.
it's a sharp 9.
I think it's a
Sorry,
flat 9.
it's a flat 9. That's what I meant. Yes, sorry.
I'm going to
little
call it a
slow.
win. That suspense that they build and the internal trust to know exactly where to be.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just that their musicality in their ears and their connection with their voices. Next level. And Kirsten sounds great, solo up front, and then just that's surrounded, of course, as expected. Jeremy's got a great Broadway tone.
Mhm.
I don't want to not say anything about him. And they were just all fabulous.
Yeah. No, that is something. And the guy that was conducting, I feel like I've seen him in a bunch of stuff too. So yeah, it seems to be a conglomeration of different acts.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he's in more of like a barbershop quartet, which
Yeah.
my brother really liked. So
All
I got
right.
good.
Voctave is on our radar now. Thank you very much for that recommendation. Now we are on to Forestella, who we already know and love. This is a little bit longer, so I'm going to try not to stop it too often here.
Yeah.
Let's
Also, we
jump-
had a coffee come in, which didn't show up on there, I don't believe.
Oh, that is fixed now.
Okay.
That was corrected
Yep.
after my timestamp issue that we had early on. Who is it?
Maria bought 3 coffees.
Thank you, Maria. Maria.
Finally made it and have a blessed weekend. Blessed week.
Thanks
Oh, yeah,
for
we gotta
being
work
here.
through We gotta get to the week to get to the weekend again. We just
All right, here we go.
okay.
This is Nocturn and Words from the Wind. It's a medley, I believe. We just watched the Phantom and Christine rolled in one with one note there.
바람이 부는 것은 더운 내 맘 사겨 주려 계절이 다가도록 나는 내만 태우네 꽃잎은 날리던 늦봄의 밤
That's actually a really good idea, Latte. I like that idea. Acapella Wednesday.
이제나 오시려나 나는 내만 태우네
Urum's tone is just always
Oh yeah. Beautiful.
바람이 부는 것은
Oh, beautiful.
더운 내 맘 사겨 주
They all have a wonderful range of notes, but I've learned with Hyung Ho, well, hopefully I'm saying his name right. When he puts the mic up, I'm like, I don't know where we're going to go. Is it going to be a rock tone? Is it going to be tenor? Is it going to be lean towards like the head voice, like feminine sound? I just love the unexpectedness.
계절이 다가도록 나는 내만 태우네 해달 비치는 저 꽃잎처럼
He always hits a little higher.
없는
Yep, me too.
늦봄의 밤 이제 나오시려나 나는 내만 태우네 구름 위에서 전하는 말
그 사람은 널 잊었다
살아서 맺은 사랑이여
신라 같아 부질없다
지네 꽃이 지네 부는 바람에 꽃이네
이제니 모시려나 나는 그저 애만 태우네
And this just sounds, I know there's strings there, but they sound like they're part of the quartet, like the string section.
Oh yeah, it's all interwoven. Yeah, it just sounds like a one seamless entity. Yeah.
It's just incredible, and especially when they take themselves outside of the lyrics, right, with the oohs and ahs, they kind of exaggerating by design the dynamics of the volume, the crescendos, the decrescendos, the speed of vibrato. You can hear like, Urum's like a cello feeling come in, and then the other three, just sitting on top. That gives me that feeling of that quartet vibe mixed in with the live strings. And Dahoon, and he's the theater guy, right? I mean, they all have that, but I always think of him as having that just a little more of that musical theater delivery, whatever that is, whether it's a vibrato or just a projection of certain frequencies that I personally associate with that sound. And that's, I know, I think Brigitte, you pointed out that Urum's like your bias, which I get because he stands out that low sound, but every time I hear him, I don't know that I can actually select any one singer and go, that one stands out for me because every time they have a solo line, that one stands out for me. It's just really
seriously.
incredible group of singers.
Yeah,
it's just,
and it's not merely the case of just four guys that really blend together well, and it's like you take one element out and it's not going to be the same. It is that, but also they also have their individual identities that are always showing through, and that's one of the nice things about it's just a different nice thing about this, where there's only four of them versus the last thing where there's however
so many. Yeah, it's 8.
It's a different thing. So they're both groups just pitch perfect, right on. They're blending perfectly. When you have more people, you're not going to hear the individual. It's going to be more of a collective, like just that smoothness. With the four, you get more of the individual sounds coming through, so you hear like more of the personality shining through. So just a different effect. Both great, depending on what you're feeling at the moment. But
and the ability to shift back and forth between.
But it's like a string section. When you have a quartet, you can hear all of the individual vibratos. Then you have an orchestra, and it kind of blends into this one thing, which obviously is amazing as well. So yeah, I love the contrast between these last two.
Yeah, beautiful. By the way, does Forestella have like any true a cappella pieces? I don't know that we've heard that. I feel like it's always had a score with it. You guys let us know in the comments. If you know in the chat right now, I know that we just have a small group today, but if you guys can post any direct links to anything of them doing just straight up a cappella, that would be awesome to see as well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so smooth, but yeah.
더운 내 맘 사겨주려 계절이 다가도록 나는 내 맘 태우네.
Delicious.
Again, look at that backdrop. Isn't that?
I know that the scene is amazing.
Yeah. Beautiful song.
Beautiful. All right, so this stems into another one. Okay.
Oh.
Someone snuck in a double. Robbie.
Naughty dodgy.
어느 날 스쳐가는 바람이 나에게 건네는 말 긴 슬픔에 잠긴 고개를 들어 잠시 좀 하늘 위를 보라고 저피 날아오르는 새들처럼 어제를 돌아보지 말고 가라네 눈부셨던 또 애태웠던 기억은 여기 놓고 오늘을 살아가
Beautiful.
지금 난 어디쯤 왔는지 또 어딜 향해 가야 하는지 저 숱한 날들을 지나오고도 매일이 처음처럼 아득한 나에게
This song already, just demonstrating what you were just talking about. On a dime, they're switching from lead to support, in rotation. It's just so well crafted.
Yeah, absolutely.
날아오르는 새들처럼 내일을 걱정하지 말고 가라네 꽃이 피고 준 선물이란 걸.
I love Mingyu's top end.
I know.
오랜 방황의 끝을 맺고 새로 불어 모든 저 바람을 빠지라네. 꽃이 피고 쉬는 자리에 다시 또 꽃이 피듯 살아있다면 모든 힘을 다해 사랑하라고.
It's well connected to the music. The lyrics throughout both
Oh,
of these
absolutely.
pieces.
The whole thing is connected. Yeah. Yeah, I want to comment real quick on Urim's little solo section, where kind of like Jeff Katzlucci and Ken from SB19, where obviously they have that really classic bass voice, and it's really fun when the bass comes through and it's just like sings this really low,
Right.
it's kind of a party trick, it's just impressive. But I like that they can break into more the baritone thing too. Just a I don't even know what to say about it. It's just
No, well, it's because they're not just like in a box, right? So I mean, obviously, as a supportive role, that's their role. It allows that dynamic in frequency range to exist and be so impressive. So when they have those moments, they go up. It's always a little element of surprise and just and it's just different texture, to their voice at that point.
Yeah, don't totally, and I think it just blends into the song a little bit more. Sometimes when it's in its voice that's so different than everybody else's, it kind of takes you out of it a little bit. It's impressive, and I love every time it happens.
Sure.
You're like, whoa, it's amazing. But sometimes you don't want that in a song. You want just it to be about the song. And I like that they can break into that little higher range. It just kind of brings them closer to everybody else. And just the fact that they can do that is cool. But I just like that.
I concur. All right, up next, Angelina takes on some Whitney.
Right.
Very excited for this as well. This was, I can tell in this image, we are back. I know we're on James Thiel page, so thank you again for putting this together. This is from her recent December show, her Christmas event. I know it was in California. Was that San Francisco? Cali somewhere. I can't remember. But and this just amazing musicians as always surrounding her. And we have not heard her take on a song like this before, so I'm very excited to see where we're going here.
Yeah.
Please excuse me if I get emotional when I sing this song, because it's I don't think I've ever actually done it live.
It's a little quiet. Sorry, guys.
I will always love you. This is the first song that I sang when I believe I was like 1.5. There's this funny video of me singing for my dog, and I was just like in my own little.
Oh my goodness!
I had a whole arena of audiences.
I love that.
That's awesome.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but
She was in LA. Okay.
I actually remember that I used to name my dolls that were like my audience. I put like the legendary jazz artists, like I'd put Frank Sinatra as one of the dolls. Like I'd put names on them.
She's got good taste.
Funny, but it's crazy. I was 2. I was singing this song for myself, never thinking that I would be, headlining my own Christmas show here in LA. Dreams do really come true, so. If I should stay
Ooh.
So I go on, but I know I will think of you every step of the way. And I will always love you. Will always love you.
All right, quick pause here. She's making so many little choices that makes it her own, right? Because the original is such an iconic version that Whitney did. And Angelina here is, she's definitely paying homage to the original in terms of some of the melody choices in style, right? She's not like throwing that vocal fry and
thing, yeah.
heavy vibrato
Totally
and all those
different.
things. She's like, okay, she's like, you know, doing a little bit of an R&B style here, showing more flexibility, versatility in her skill sets. But where she's choosing some of the notes themselves, but the little run, the way she does like that aspirate release, that just that breath of air at the end, she's just like all these little gems that just kind of like gives it her signature version without it taking away from that expectation that we have come
I think
to
it's
know
the
and love.
perfect balance. I mean, talk about an iconic song. I still hearing that first section, you know, just reminded of 1992 again, and turning on the radio, and how many songs on the radio where it's like the whole idea is to just keep things moving quicker and more louder, and then you get
Right.
this song where it's just a cappella voice in silence, you know.
That's it.
And you know, amidst all that noise, and you know, especially, that can be so effective. And yeah,
I think there was a fight for that too. I think there was a, like, you guys might know in the chat, I don't know, I believe I saw a documentary between Foster and Kevin Costner, who I think one of these extra producers, whatever, for The Bodyguard. There was an argument that I think Kevin wanted it only a cappella to start and build, and he ultimately won the battle, and Foster was like dead set against it. Like, that was just a really bad choice, and it ended up becoming like the ultimate thing.
I know there was some sort of conflict between Foster and who's the guy that the big head honcho guy. What's his name?
Was it Quincy?
No.
No.
I can't think of his name.
Maybe it wasn't Costner. But the idea of anybody
The head of
disagreeing.
the head of the label.
Head of the label.
What's his name? What is it?
I can picture him.
Well, anyway, so there was a mix conflict because that guy wanted, you know, this original mix, and David Foster was like, "Oh no, I can do it better," and he went and did it better. Submitted that mix, and the guy's like,
No,
James.
it was definitely not James Ingram.
Oh man. Oh, anybody out there, give us a lifeline.
Help us
So
out.
that was the conflict that I was aware of, where it was a mixed thing, and obviously the head honcho guy won, the label guy. But
Right. Yeah. So I thought it was Costner, but maybe I was off on that one. Regardless.
either way, what a powerful intro. And yeah, it's like you do have to. It's just it's got to sound a little bit like that. And I love the fact that she is bringing out some of those Whitney tones, just a little more open and warm.
Yes.
I mean, I love what Angelina does normally. Normally, that.
Well,
she's got a style for sure.
She's got signature things that she does for sure. Yeah.
Yes. And to hear something that's totally counter that is just always impressive. The fact that she can do that.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Right.
I am loving this so far.
Well, let's keep going here. Is it Miles?
No.
We're looking this up. Just pause everything.
I know. This is killing me. I know.
My brain went to Davis, and I'm like, no, it's not Miles. Who am I thinking?
Oh.
Davis. Somebody.
Clive Davis. Clive
Thank
Davis.
you. Davis, then Miles. I was just one away from it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Clive Davis.
All right, let me back this up.
That was definitely what I was thinking of.
Sorry, that would have bugged me the rest of the song. We need to get that.
Oh,
over
yeah.
with. Back to Angelina. Yeah, that's all her.
Yep, absolutely.
That is all I'm taking with me. So girl, please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need.
It's Jimmy on sax, right? Jimmy Z, is it?
Life treats you kind, and I hope you have all of your dreams of, and I wish you joy and happiness.
Nice.
Nice, beautiful.
Whatever was, I wish you love.
Here we go.
And
Effortless.
Beautiful.
Effortless tone. Nice.
Beautiful. Wow. So this is
That was great.
how recent is this performance?
This is just December. I think this is just
Okay.
the. So
Yeah,
she's
I
what?
feel
19?
like in some of the more recent performances, she is starting to branch out and do some different stuff.
Yes.
Maybe. I mean,
with
we don't have the whole thing. You know, it's like we're hearing bits and pieces of it, but it just seemingly she's starting to experiment with some other tones, other styles, and I think it's cool.
even in her, was it Driving Home for Christmas or something like that? I think that was the other
Yeah.
one that had just more of where she didn't decorate the whole song with all these little cool things that she can do. So
Which
it's
are
like
amazing,
yeah,
Which is a great
exactly. So
sound.
I'm not taking away from that, but it's the choice, which is always something that we are huge fans of, is because that's the most impressive things when a singer. And some of my favorite singers, again, have a thing that they do well, and I just love what they do.
Mhm.
And I'm not taking anything away from them because I genuinely am in a fan of that thing, and
Right.
whatever that is. But I can't help but be impressed as a musician and fellow singer when they have the versatility that just
Yeah.
seemingly experts in multiple facets with their voice just blows my mind.
Yeah, no, she's continuing to evolve, which is not surprising, given her level of talent and ear. Which I was going to say with those Whitney moments in the beginning, it shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, she's even when she was 5 years old or whenever the earliest videos that we saw where she was mimicking things that she heard. Whether it was whoever, just like the old jazz singers, just having little elements of that, and then obviously some of the Adele things, and
and yes, that was originally written by Dolly Parton. Yep.
Yes, it was. Yeah. So she always has had that ability. But yeah, and when the band really kicked in, it was a great mix of little Whitney moments, then
jazz influenced. Yeah. That's when it started to develop even more, for sure.
Nice smoothness. Yeah.
All right, we are on to TNT.
Oh, nice. I love these guys.
These kids are incredible. This is the Wish Bus USA. And I've got quick little notes. Thank you, Art, for sending them in advance because we've only seen them a few times, so we haven't learned their names yet. So we have Kiefer is on the left. He's 14. Mackie is 13 in the middle. And Francis on the right is 12.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
He's on the left, he's 14. Looks like he's 10. Not making fun of him. He just looks so young.
No way.
They look so young.
Who's the one on the right again? Sorry.
Francis. Mackie is in the middle. Kiefer on the left. All right. This is Together We Fly. Now let's check it out. These kids are incredible.
Yeah.
Fasten your seatbelts, we'll take off this ride. I'll do it with you.
Wish.
They're great.
175.
Flap your wings into the dark, misty sky. I'll do it with you. Conquer the clouds that hold heavy rain. I'll do it.
Come on.
I'll do it with you.
This is not normal.
No, it's not.
I'm just gonna say this is not normal. Angelina would have sounded great with them if their timing of age was at the same space when they were all like 12. It would have been ridiculous.
I love how distinct their voices are from each other too.
Yes.
And then Francis comes in at
And when they blend, as we've heard, I'm sure we're gonna hear coming up because we've heard them before. It's just jaw dropping every time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I backed up a little bit.
This performance in particular so far, I mean, I don't think we've heard them necessarily in a very controlled setting where, I mean...
I missed that. I didn't know it was the original song. Thank you, Art, for... Oh, that's also in the notes that you sent me that I completely ignored. So thank you for reiterating that.
No, them being in this completely controlled sonic environment too, and just... stripping away the audience, so they're really just concentrating on the vocal performance,
the delivery. Yes.
Whoa, they are incredible. Yeah.
I'll do it with you. Lift each other up, yeah. We shall rise above the ashes, and I know that we'll arrive together.
That's sick. Oh my goodness.
No wind that we can break, no dream that we can chase, no fall that we can race. Together we fly. No wind that we can break, no dream that we can chase, no fall that we can face. Together we fly. I'm armed unafraid because you cleared up my sky. Blows will not shake our souls down. I fight with you. Lift each other up, yeah.
I know we may be a little numb to this due to our Filipino Fridays, but this probably isn't their first language either. Right? So English is... I know you just roll your eyes like, oh yeah, there's that too. It's
Adding
just...
insult to injury. It wasn't good. It wasn't enough that they're amazing and better than...
English is so much more complicated than Filipino or Tagalog specifically, or
Yes.
you know, whatever dialect that they speak. I don't know, but their execution in the vowel formations and the consonants and their timing and sync with each other is just... It's just outstanding.
Oh my goodness.
And the song is great. This whole "Together We Fly," you know, that you know, as a just these young boys working together, but you know, but independently too, as you're pointing out, independent songs, obviously independent personalities and everything else. Who knows what their journey's gonna be on? But what a great piece.
We've asked this before. What are the TNT men doing now? How old are they now?
This is 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So these men are now late teens.
Late teens. Yes, right.
So at this point, they're probably pretty good singing wise.
Oh, but yeah. Well, they needed that 5 years to really,
yeah, really
get better. No, just kidding.
really hold their skills.
God,
It's just incredible.
I mean, Kiefer sounds like Beyonce at times, and then you got Francis just belting. Mackie, you know, he's doing his thing.
Beautiful.
And then again, 3 really great individual voices. Then they can come together in such a great, connected way.
Mm-hmm.
Can't beat it.
All right, let's keep going. Oh, his belted tone.
Get out of here.
That we cannot break no dream, that we cannot change.
Nice, Mac. Nice.
That we cannot face. Together, together, together we fly. Together, 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 together.
Are you kidding me?
That
That
wasn't
was
feedback.
Francis?
No, that was
Who
Kiefer.
did that?
Hold
was
on,
Kiefer?
back up.
Oh yeah,
all right.
Kiefer's the...
So, yeah. Jeez. Again, if it wasn't enough, let's do modulation and throw some whistle tones, everything else in there. So Deb is saying that they broke up, and I thought I'd heard that as well. So individually, it'd be really interesting to see where they're at, and we need to explore that at some point.
They broke up.
Well, when they put together for TNT, that might have been the case initially. I don't know if they even knew each other. Sometimes those shows put them together, you know, personalities, everything else. Maybe they'll reconvene. You never know. But I'm very curious to hear individually,
They
at
sound
least.
so
where
good, and
they're
they have so much fun with each other. It's just really disappointing to me.
at. Johnny is
Ruined
heartbroken.
my old day.
All right, let's hear this whistle again.
Oh. Okay.
It's just so accurate. The headphones are too big for them.
Wish exclusive on Wish 1075.
It's because
Wow.
normally shows like this of this caliber don't have children singing on them, so they don't have headphones to accommodate.
Yes. For some reason, the first time I saw Kiefer with that high voice, because he wasn't doing anything, I was just like, well, where's that sound coming from? It sounded disconnected. I was like, it's got to be the guy on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was Kiefer.
Oh,
That's that's ridiculous.
amazing.
Uh,
Oh my goodness. All right. Moving forward here, we have one more, and we are on a trip to Mars. On to Hua Chenyu. This is 2020 from 100 TV shows. Your gala. We should be okay in transparency. Oh, I'm going to keep him on anyway, because worst case scenario, your connection will be destroyed. but the rest of us can still watch.
Oh my goodness.
Hopefully I don't have to put blur on this just because if it was on Hun and TV, but usually his channel is, I mean, he allows for this type of thing. So,
Yes. And also thank you, Chris, for the coffee.
oh yes, thank you very much for the coffee. All right, on we go. New World. Sorry, is the name of the song. This has been requested quite a bit actually, so thank you. It's probably, I think it was Vijandra, that our Diamond member, that recommended this one. I'm going to back it up again to hear this up. I just want to point out something. I know some people get frustrated with these, not just the Thronlys only event or some other events where we have a lot of different artists in one thing. I love this.
like it.
What we just listened to this, like the mood switch is like, it's just, let me rephrase that. Hua Chenyu. I'm such a dork. But I just love it's like a taste testing. What was your analogy with BTS? BTS is like chicken nuggets. It's like I throw all these like chicken nuggets, just all these different flavors that we're gonna get to.
Oh yeah, why did I do that? I don't know.
It was embraced by some, rejected by many.
I feel like some people did not like that joke, but what are you gonna do?
I thought it was great. Oh, I love this.
Minor to major. Mimicking a pan flute.
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
That was great.
Yeah.
And pan flute is it.
Oh, those little flute moments, which what makes it flute sounding is that little woo woo. It's that little like almost over breath to make the pitch go sharper, then it comes back down.
I was just going to point out it's a fretless. The voice is being a fretless, keyless, holeless instrument. Compared to flute. So to have this instrument play like a flute, the accuracy of intervals and all of that has to be just like spot on to give that feeling to it. It's really well done.
Always well done.
求，用尽尽忧患所求，认真只是我。时空长，心也亮，我不畏高飞，天尽头不苍茫。风一样的自由，岁月骚扰，我也骚扰，转身出一扇风的时候 Say it's a new world, oh it's a new world, 岁月骚扰，我也骚扰，转身出一扇风的时候 Say it's a new world。哦嗨呀，哦嗨呀，哦嗨呀，New
The structure of the song is really interesting
That's
because
Hua Chenyu, of course. Always interesting.
always there's certain moments where I'm definitely expecting like kind of like a lift, and he always delivers that, but then there's just a little something different with it. You mentioned earlier there was from the major to minor thing, and it reminded me of another song. I can't think of what it was that did that.
Yeah, he does like that is a go-to for him. I feel like we've heard it a couple times.
Yeah, I really like that.
So the
Sensation.
song starts on E flat minor, right? But then he goes to that pre-chorus, just the B chord. Oh, I'm frozen.
Just in time for your feature.
Da-da. So the conventional way to go would be da da.
Right.
That minor third, but he's doing da da da. You know, which is always a cool. It just gives like a cool angular sound to it. It makes it. It takes it out of depressing, minor. But it's got still that darkness, but it's somewhere in the middle of
right?
There's something somewhere in the middle. It's alien, which would make sense for somebody from art.
Completely on brand.
Yeah, love it.
Are you saying that the Buy Me Coffee isn't working? We had a couple complaints with that. I don't know what's going on with I don't know if it's the app itself, like a mobile versus a desktop thing, but we appreciate you trying, obviously. And we encourage you to try again later. So I don't know what's going on there. If I have any updates, we'll post that.
That's good.
It's just a great hook, great sing-along.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't read fast enough to get.
I know.
I'm trying to take in what he's talking about. Hold on, let me back it up
Certain
again.
kind of wonky.
Yeah, let me back up like 15 seconds. Hold on a second. All right, that was cool. Great imagery.
God.
What? I'm playing that again.
G or GG at the end.
I think we've
As if to
gone there
remind us,
before, have we?
Just a little reminder from watching you to the rest of us. Yes, I can sing my butt off, and not that that is ever in doubt. It's just we talk about it all the time. It's just his artistry and the songwriting. It's all about the whole thing together, and it's rarely about just the showcase. But like he has those little moments to be like,
Yes.
just so you know.
And again. So technically,
That was your whole musical life. Was that moment right there? That's what you wanted more than anything else. At all
I've done it a
times.
couple times. With that last band that you and I were in, Scatterdick, that's exactly like that. Those are my moments. We do like an hour and a half set. No matter how bad I was, as long as I got that note, that F sharp G, all was forgiven. At least in my mind.
I mean, every band that I've been in with you, that was the goal. Always. It was
Always.
hit those notes.
So
And
in
obviously,
that moment, was it D sharp, right? And then went to the G? Yeah. So that major third jump there, he went from mostly chest voice, folds are thick, and then just a little bit of a thinning. The folds had to thin in order to vibrate at that faster frequency, but that little edge on top, so there's like these little ripples on top of the vocal folds themselves. Just, I love that tone. That range of notes for male singers in particular with that slightly rock edge is just my joy.
No.
So much joy. I love it.
Latte. So Johnny, he has his little moment. I hope that didn't come across as condescending.
It's so condescending.
What I meant was, I mean, the whole song actually.
Yeah.
I mean, that's he's hitting a high B flat 4,
Mm-hmm.
and that he's doing so many intricate things
Over and over again, yeah.
but he's not trying to be necessarily showy with it, but it's when you break it down, I mean, he is such a good vocalist. When you strip everything else away,
But we're always taken in by the art first.
His artistry, his hair, which is phenomenal, always. His fashion sense, everything, his stage production. It's like he's got the whole thing going on, and when you strip it away, he is a great, unbelievable singer.
Yes,
and then
he
just has
is.
those little moments, those little metal moments, which are just
which of course I'm always gonna be a sucker for. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today in our Thronly only event. Thank you to all of our Thronly members as always. And for those of you watching this premiere, be sure to, in the comments, let us know what you want to react to next. We have lots more to go. And if you're considering becoming a Thronly member, they start at just one coffee per month. We're happy to have you there. Click on the link below for that. We hope you have an amazing day. We love you all. Bye, everyone.
See you guys. Bye.
Thanks.